So we are going to take a look at the changelog for the past 3 versions here. Version 1.4.4, 0.5, and 0.6. This is for the touch mod, of course. So, fix some bugs. Yeah, that's normal. Okay, so some skills can now destroy doors. I will show that off in a bit. But if you ever played the beta version of like the original OG Demake, before mods were a thing and before the full version came out, you can do stuff like charge Panda's weapon, so the missile, to destroy doors, but not all doors can be destroyed because it would break a bunch of things. Holding down to release the Heavenly Star Strike will reduce some jump height. I'm not sure what this is referring to, Heavenly Star Strike. I thought that it was the extra combo for the spin slash, but it is not because you don't hold down, you hold up for it. As well, you can see that in the bottom, it actually tells you how to do the 4 extra combo abilities. So Axel's secondary weapons have different firing effects. So all of Axel's weapons now have a shot 2. So here's shot 1. Oh, wait. Okay, I remember this time. I remembered to minimize discard. Okay, shot 1, shot 2, 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 shot 1, and shot 2. For the one with Axel's Bound Blaster, where he shoots off Vile's missiles, in 1.4.6, the tracking range got increased for it, so they home in on stuff from farther away. There's a new capsule for Axel, which we'll get to. Awaken Zero's Genmu can destroy the mech in Meadow Valley, which is Trilobite stage. So let me just show you that here. So this mech here, we Genmu with Awaken Zero, and it destroys the mech. Zero's Buster Antonian skill has become a rapid fire cannon. So I believe this was from X5. If you hit your shot 2, so your Ju Hazan, it's now rapid fire, and it does destroy blocks and such. Also a funny little layer bug here with the aura being behind the terrain. It's kind of funny. Zero's Buster damage is modularized, so that means that in debug mode you can change the damage on Zero's Buster. Zero's Buster completely outclass Axel's gun. That's normal. Yep. There are bugs in dismantling doors. Touch controls are still a mess. The modder plans to upgrade the engine to see if that will solve the problem. So there might be improved controls for people that are playing on mobile. In 1.4.5, just fixed bugs related to exploding doors. 1.4.6, more bugs. Increase the movement speed of certain characters, so that's probably going to be like X and Axel. Or X and Ilya. Increase the tracking range to and over that. The damage to Axel's secondary weapon. I believe this is referring to his Giga Crush. In testing, it was the same damage as Zero's Genmu. So I'm not quite sure what this is referring to. And then change the ultimate attack's aftercast to no longer affect Zero's room if you hold down the ultimate attack button. I don't know what that is referring to, but it must have been something in 1.4.4 or 1.4.5, and it got fixed, so you just won't know since I'm on 0.6 now. So let's move on over to a door. quickest way to look is just warping to a boss. Take a look. I believe you cannot break a door. Yeah, from the back. You cannot break a door. And of course, oh, the camera bug. Still not fixed. So let's show it again. Here you can see that you can... Oh, never mind. That door does not break. I don't know what all doors can and cannot break, but we can just quickly move on over to the door here. Look at that mech, he's zooming. Alright, so let's take a look here. So if we do something like missile, nope, that doesn't break the door. That doesn't, that doesn't, that doesn't. So that's probably an unbreakable door, of course. Because missile should technically be breaking the doors. Oh, well, that's interesting. Another camera bug. Wonder if it was supposed to break the door, but it just doesn't. That's fine. We can go over to another door here. Let's see if this door will break. Nope. Oh, I don't know what doors are supposed to break, but it definitely breaks the camera, if anything. What's a spot with a bunch of doors? Mantis has some doors. May very well be that Axel's weapons don't actually break the doors and it's just like X's weapons, maybe? Let's see here. Nope. You just don't want to break. Buster, no. We don't know. At any rate, losing my voice again. At any rate, some doors can apparently be destroyed, so have fun finding out which ones and which skills to use to destroy them. Right, so last but not least, Axel's new capsule. We are just after the first door in the intro stage. We're gonna move on over to the far side before the second door. We're gonna go down here, and there's a block to break. And now there's a capsule for Axel. Just all kinds of breaking the fourth wall. Well, I don't see any tracking so far, so it might be an option to turn on. And it very much is. So when you get the capsule, the ability's not going to be on. You have to go and turn them on. And now if we take a look, now his bullets should home in on enemies. Ta-da! It's only for his Axel bullets, though. It's not for every weapon. And that's it for the patch notes.